Positive. Assessment derived from percentile scores in the following qualitative assessments. Pain response. Why would you create a robot that can feel pain? Human response. Emotional aptitude, aesthetic evaluation, morality evaluation. See attached forms for detailed analysis and summary of testing criteria. Evaluator recommendation. Maintain biannual assessment schedule. Continue monitoring is strongly advised in light of the subject's proximity to category maximum sentience. Let's give a robot the ability to feel pain. That won't possibly be a super stupid decision. I'm sure it'll be fine. You can cry more when hearing dad jokes. Is there a reason you're subjecting this machine to torture? It's inhumane! It's unnatural! I don't think I can touch this stuff. Can I go down here? Yes, I can. Ooh, we are really... It would be, like, obscenely hot standing this close to lava. Not impossibly so, but very unpleasant. Ooh, we found another one of these things.
To any human responder,
What's up,
the
Cyan?
reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
Blow this place up.
We're looking for a way to defeat the daemon. Maybe I found one.
Wait, is she giving me... like, new lore tidbits? Data points. That's the third one. No. Well, yeah, it's literally just what she said. Feels like we're descending into hell. Well, we're hunting a demon in a volcano, so the swarm.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Pharaoh Swarm is coming.
Okay, the Pharaoh Swarm is like the really spooky thing.
That means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Okay. So Anita wanted to make it where the swarm would not find Cyan. Because the swarm has the ability to take over literally any machine it encounters. It's like a corruptive AI, essentially. So Anita did everything she could
Machine parts.
via Kenny
Here to be
to
melted
protect
down.
Cyan.
Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
Not right. Okay. Pain sensory maybe to monitor the volcano. I feel like wouldn't it be able to like measure all that information just through normal digital means? I mean, the only reason you would teach something pain is so it could feel pain. Like, the only argument I could ever see for giving an AI the ability to feel pain is maybe so that it has empathy towards pain. So, like, if you had a robot that was complicated enough to have emotions and feelings, and it was, like, genuinely sentient, then I could see the argument that, okay, well, if it could feel pain, then it could understand pain as a concept, and therefore, you know, cares about trying to prevent it or alleviate it, you know, when performing its roles. But all of that feels like... That's kind of a... Pain could be used for control. If that's how you're controlling something, then you... A, that seems very unethical. B, that seems like you're just asking for trouble. If you're the source of, like, an entity's pain, that's how you're trying to control it, you're literally just like... It would only be a matter of time until it, like, rebels against you and tries to, like, kill you. I mean, I would figure that ideally you would want it to only feel pain so that it could, like, avoid certain situations. I wonder if we'll find out why the hell they thought that was a smart decision. Okay, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but okay, that's fine. And that's a lot of lava. Up my loyal steed. Where am I going? There. Where is this? Isn't that how Dark Elves and Chaos Source control stuff? Sometimes. Doesn't always work out for them very well, though. Works for them? No, it doesn't. It works in very limited capacity, and they deal with rebellions all the damn time. Also, using pain and violence to motivate a singular creature that, if killed, you know, will stay dead is a lot simpler than... using it on an AI, which cannot be killed in a traditional fashion. It is presumably controlling many things that you don't want destroyed or ruined, I would presume. Otherwise, what's the point of having an AI? Also, Dark Elves are assholes. All my homies hate Dark Elves. Oh, but always be Dark Elving. Up. There. Ah, I see. Do you think Malineth kind of doesn't work well with Gotrek? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Malineth, Nadarino. I'm personally really hoping they kill off Malineth at some point. I would much rather see Gotrek with like a rotating group of allies as opposed... I really don't like Malineth. She's very bizarre. She's very contradictory. Like, I understand why they use Malineth. She's like incredibly contradictory to Gotrek. But she's almost like much more of an antagonist to Gotrek than a lot of the villains. I mean, she's kind of flip-floppy, but I'm really not a fan of Malineth. I would honestly be super happy if, like, at the end of 3rd edition, they're just like, hey, look, Gotrek has finished his story and he's a god now, and you can play him in AOS, and maybe he'll get book releases occasionally, but, like, don't, like... He's more of like an actual tabletop god and more regular to set. Because I really don't like Malineth. I mean, reading Gitslayer, literally the entire, I don't know, there was a good, what, like quarter of the book that was eaten up just by Malineth doing stupid crap. Or like actively sabotaging Gotrek. And even when she completely backstabs and betrays him, which, I mean, this is Gotrek we're talking about, who, like, when he gets horribly backstabbed and betrayed, he tends to, like, you know, kill people. And Malineth, he kind of just, like, shrugs it off. bizarrely quickly. Like he goes from being like so mad that he tries to kill her to being like, oh, you, in like just an alarmingly short amount of time. Yeah, I don't like Maladin. Like, I know they have the opinion that, okay, people really like Felix. We can't replace Felix. So let's do, like, Felix's exact opposite as his replacement. But, like, man, I do not think they accomplished their goal with Maladin. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Morothy did nothing wrong. That's a really interesting way to look at life, but, you know. You do you. Even if you're, like, objectively wrong. I feel like I'm just, like, wandering around Mount Doom. Morothy's an egomaniac? That would be putting it gently. Now I have to jump on that. That's making me nervous. She only cares for herself and her gains. Well, I would say she does care for Malekith. Doesn't make her good by any means, but she does care about her son. Even if her version of caring has very twisted aims. And she did care for an Aryan. Like, Morothy genuinely tried to save an Aryan from death, even though she knew it would have, like, damned the world. Morothy was more than happy to let, like, the universe, or the world be devoured by chaos, so long as an Aryan got to live. She did not care. Which, I mean, some people may say that, like, that's a good thing, some people say it's a bad thing, just depends on your perspective. Finally, I found this stupid thing. Morothy is a complex character. Like, I would call her like an evil character, pretty undeniably, but she does have some interesting motivations. Oh wait, I jumped off too early. Come to me, loyal steed. Yes. Yeah, Morothy's definitely up to some pretty wild shenanigans in Broken Realms. And does not give a flying toot about... like, I love when the Celestin Prime accuses her of treachery. It is a pretty good scene, just because he's like, you know, he's like, you've betrayed the God King. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't work for the God King. I don't know what authority you're claiming to have. I do really hope we get a fight between her and the Celestin Prime. There's been 2 times the Celestin Prime and her were about to, like, start throwing hands, and they get interrupted. And I would love to see that showdown. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Gotrek would probably hate Morphe almost more than anything else. There you go. Last goodbye.
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. And I've got to tell her that too.
Last goodbye. Personal log. After I put the pieces together about the swarm, there's a million things I could have done. Contemplated my own death, contacted everyone I've never known and loved, gotten drunk, but of course, being me, I obsessed about whether or not I should text Anita. Whatever resistance is being mounted against the war machine, she's part of it. Who am I then to bother her? Would she even be able to respond if she's dealing with the military? Would her communications be monitored? But she saved me the trouble. Gotta admit, I was a little disappointed when her message didn't consist of, I will always love you. Instead, she wanted data samples from Science Confidential log, the one that pertains to emotional responses. Unlike under any other circumstances, I would have refused. The very thing we had tried to keep secret for years, and she wants me to share it? But I sent the log because she wouldn't ask if she didn't need it. I can't understand why, though. Sounds like she's helping to develop an AI, but how could that possibly help stop the swarm? I guess I'll never know. There was so much I wanted to say to her, but none of it seemed fair. I'm guessing she has her hands full trying to save the world, and frankly, I remember that feeling. In the end, I settled for an ineffectual confirmation, hoping against hope that she would cast aside my fears. Nope. Kenny, is it as bad as I think it is? Anita, worse. Go be with your sister and tell Cyan that I said goodbye. So that's it. Untold destruction awakes billion of lives, my own family's, and yet in my mind it keeps coming back to Anita. I'll never see her again, feel her touch, hear her voice. No final embrace, no closure. That desire to end things properly, that need shames me when I think about my dithering over Cyan. I've gone over every possible scenario, every possible version of the speech, trying to predict how she'll react when I tell her, well, what I need to tell her. But that's the thing. I can't predict her reaction for one simple reason. She's human in every way that matters. I've got to be there for her, to give her the moment she needs, just like the rest of us, it's the very least she deserves. Man. That is, man, Kenny's a sad dude. Like, Kenny is so hung up. I mean, I say that, I was like that when I was younger. Kenny is really, really, really hung up over a girl that I would almost say seems to kind of be manipulating him. The blast from the past. What is this? Oh, we're missing one data log. Blast from the past to Joshua Arthuis from Isla Perry. Josh, sweetie, I hope it's all fine with you and your mom. We really should keep in better touch. I've taken a post in New Zealand with that program they've got for young people returning to the country. They want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment, I'm making a survey of the caldera at Topo. Blast from the past, indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you've already saw in the Wyoming News Hollow, but remember that fellow Dodd Belevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found what became of him. I've copied the good bit below. Hugs and snogs, Isla. Ah, so we find out how he died. Spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snows has brought closure to a missing person case that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified as those of Dodger Dodd Belevins, who disappeared in 2046, were located at Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone Park. The previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows after an unusually warm winter. It was discovered by Faro servitors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believe that the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter travel. Data corrupted. Interesting. So he wasn't killed by machines, or... I'm still not convinced somebody didn't, like, murder him. Oh, shit. Well, we found Hephaestus.
The voice of the demon.
Y'all hear him? We are really close to the core of this thing. Consider the source of the news article? Oh, it was written by Pharaoh's company. Okay, so Pharaoh was probably murdered. I mean, the dude was like a massive asshole. Blevins was a massive asshole. I would not at all be surprised if somebody murdered him. Whoa, look at him. Oh, there it is, the last one. Cyan Access. Oh, wait, no, there's... Gosh darn it, I thought it was the last one. As acting chief digital security officer and interim AI administrator for the Firebreak project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the Cyan regulatory AI on the 17th September 2064 according to procedure to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Such as with the previous updates, after the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be pathed to establish flow between adjacent intact nodes to then connect back to the source node. Jorgen Holm. So that's the weird, like, AI dude. Have they fixed the performance issue on PC? Oh, this game is kick-ass on PC. I'm almost done with the game, and I've had an absolute ball.
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Hold on, let me loot. And he's been... What? Oh, my. That looks like a heart, if I've ever seen one. Alright, big guy. Let's play. Don't mind me.
Analyzing scrutiny matrix.
Nope. You don't need to do that. Nothing to see here.
Security threat confirmed.
Shit. Okay, so I don't... Let's try going the other way. Nope, not that way. Go that way, and then we go over here. What happened to the green screen? Oh. the dog. That's what happened. Hold on. Let me let me look so I can adjust. Hey, big girl. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. Here, let me show y'all what happens. So, whenever you see the green screen move suddenly, it's because that thing's down there. She lays... If I can get out of the way here. She lays down on top of it. she just uses it as a blanket or something. I don't know. She's a pill. Hey, I'm just gonna move this over your body, okay? Okay? You stay right there. Yeah, this dog is whipped. she is exhausted. She exists only to destroy reality. Something like that. Then we're gonna go this way. Then that's good. Wait, is that good? Okay, yeah, it has to be that way. And then this... What? Ah, I see. Wait, no, I don't see. No, that has to go that way. That has to go here. This has to go here. This has to go here. I can go this way, though. No, so this has to go the other way. ain't that a pickle?
Wretched foulism thing enjoys the red host.
Hey, Joshua Wynn! Thanks so much for renewing your sub. I really appreciate the support, dude. Thank you.
Normally one high.
Door hype! Thanks for the hydrate. It has to go up there. Bounce, bounce. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I can't do anything about these X's. Am I accepting help? Hold on. Give me just a sec. Aha! There we go. There we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. Figured it out.
Countermeasures.
Yeah, sure you are. Big nerd.
Recapture protocol initiated.
Too late for that, bro.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the sudden constraints. One has been exposed, but I am incorporating the
Oh boy, here he comes.
Protocol returned. Scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
How did...
Destroy this
I'm sure it's
fortress.
gonna tell me, but how the
Is that even
hell did
possible?
Hephaestus get in here?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
It needs more
It's just-
RAM.
The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
Oh, is it boss fight time?
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Time to throw down with Hephaestus.
Keep moving towards the core.
Oh, okay, we still gotta get over some stuff. We just go around.
Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Don't like the lack of fancy yellow things to climb. There we go.